Well, hello internets, here we are. We have ourselves a start to another day. Little bit of an overcasty day right now, but I guess it's better than super hot. And yeah, welcome to our vlog. So here we go. Well, it's been a few interesting weeks once again. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of things in my head, a lot of stuff that I can't share and things that I don't want to share. They sure take a toll mentally on your thoughts or on your mind, if you want to say, and no matter how you try, you always struggle to keep your mind clear. You know, you think of other outcomes and other ways and other things and other ways to deal with situations, and sometimes it goes to a direction you don't really want to go. You try to keep your mind clear of darkness or bad thoughts, and it's a bit of a struggle. You know, sometimes you think it'd be better off doing something or going a different direction, but then at the same time, you know how they say the grass is always greener the other side of the fence. Well, it's always greener for a reason, you know. There's more fertilizer over there to tend to, and you just don't realize it because you don't see it yet. So sometimes it's best to tough it out, ride it out, and do what needs to get done. And, well, you deal with your current life, and however it shakes out, then it shakes out. Well, I've been on the old Netflix poking around, and there's a lot of shows on there, a lot of movies and TV shows. At first, I didn't really understand Netflix, and I really couldn't find anything I wanted to watch, because I'd either already seen it or wasn't interested in it at all. And I don't know if the programming has changed or if I've just kind of opened my mind, if you want to say, and I started watching, being open to other types of shows, and there's a lot of stuff on there. Enough shows that I actually haven't turned my TV on to watch cable in quite a while now, and I've been considering getting the cable TV disconnected because, well, I just plain don't use it. Well, my truck went in for the first servicing, or scheduled maintenance as they call her today. It only has 6,500 kilometers on it, so it's not even anywhere near the kilometers for the maintenance, but the time is up, so you know how it is, right? They want you to do it for warranty purposes, and you kind of got to do it, right? So I go in there and they do the servicing, and of course everything comes back in the green, no issues at all. And the only thing that was checked in the white or the red was the power steering fluid. So I asked, and apparently my truck doesn't have a power steering pump because it's all electronic. There's no connection there, and it's kind of odd or kind of weird the way these new vehicles have gone. The sales manager came to me and said, "Hey, you ever thought about trading your truck off?" And I'm like, "No." He goes, "Why?" And I go, "Well, for starters, you couldn't afford to get this truck off me. Second of all, it is good to hear what he has to say, but at the same time, I'm not really interested to trade it off." And he'd have to write me a check for like $55,000 or $58,000 or so before I'd even consider letting this truck go, and they won't do that because they want to get it for like $35,000 and then polish it up and list it for $45,000 to $50,000 on their lot and sell it from there, right? So of course I heard him out, and his offer was fair, you know, but I don't want to get rid of it. This truck does everything I need it to do, and it will do everything I need it to do for many years in the future. Well, there's a few things I'm wanting to do. With the rain we've had and the heat we've had, the grass has grown a bit and it needs to be mowed. I want to chase the mower around the boulevard and the backyard here. The front yard, I should mow it, but I don't want to walk on the fresh grass, the new grass as of yet. And, well, it'll be what it is, right? So, gonna do a couple things this afternoon, see what's what, and we will catch you all later. Here we are. We have ourselves a little bit of an afternoon update. Well, I've been talking about it for a while, about purchasing an old camper to hook up or to have on hand just in case my utilities get cut off again. So at least I have a place to shower and you know, hot water and bathroom and stuff like that, even a place to cook, because if it happened once it can happen again, especially given my situation and the way things are going. However, I've been online, both classifieds and dealerships around all of Alberta, and there really isn't much spread on an older RV, is there? The old RVs are like $1,200 and they don't work at all. There's huge problems with them. The ones that I'm finding that have a working toilet or a working kitchen or working whatevers have had water leaks or have water leaks in the past, or still have water leaks, and some of them are still wanting $45,000 to $5,000 for them. And then you go on the dealership websites looking at trailers that are 12 years old, 10 years old, 7 years old, and those range anywhere from, you know, $7,000 up to like $14,000 plus still. And it's like, wow, really? For an old trailer? Maybe they've changed a lot in the last few years. Maybe they're a lot more reliable than what they once were. Maybe the technology is better now, you know, 40 years later than what they were in the trailers that I had in the 70s. But still, it's kind of like, wow. So I'm not quite sure what to do. I can't afford the price of a new one, most definitely. A new trailer is like $14,000 to $16,000 for a basic new one. A small new one, about 16 feet. And those quickly jump up in price to about $30,000 before you know it, for just a few extra feet on top of that. So I'm not quite sure. Obviously I can't do it that route, especially not until the house sells, or if it sells. And if the house doesn't sell, then most definitely won't be doing much of anything around a dealership or with you know, any kind of money like that anytime soon. So it's kind of weird how it goes. I suppose it's probably similar to vehicles, you know. You buy a $60,000 truck, and within just the first few minutes, if you want to say, you lose $10,000 just driving it off the lot. And then within the first year, it goes from being a $67,000 truck to a $50,000 truck. And then, you know, 10 years, it goes from being a $67,000 or $70,000 truck down to about $25,000, $30,000. And it sort of hovers around there for a while, you know, $25,000, $27,000 for a few years. And then it drops down to, you know, $12,000, $10,000 mark, right around the 15 to 20 year mark, you know, and that's kind of where they hold. And campers are sort of the same way, or at least around here they are. I don't know about in your area what the deal is, but it's kind of odd. And I might haunt the local classifieds and private listings, and maybe I'll talk to a few storage yards, or put an ad on the internet myself looking for an RV, and maybe I can find an older couple who's retiring that has an older RV that they just want to unload because, well, they can't pull it no more, and whether they've lost their driver's license or they bought a motorhome and they're moving to Florida, or whatever the situation is. But it's pretty much been a good day. Kind of had me a little bit of a rest. I was feeling a bit wrecked this morning after, well, all the excitement that went on in the morning, and that seems to be the way this is gonna go. Stress and other things in my life seem to zap my energy, my whatever you want to call it, and I just have to shut down and recharge, and if I push through, then we have more trouble at the other end. So you kind of gotta do it and hope for the best. But pretty much, guys, gonna get on with the old evening, see what's the what, and we'll see y'all later. Well, hello internet, here we are. We come to the end of another day. Well, as always, it was a good day. It was a bit of a steady day. I got the truck serviced and got a few things done. That was on my list, which most definitely is a plus. Have a few more things that I need to do over the next few days, but we will work them through and see, well, what the future holds. But pretty much, guys, remember, we do have a fan mail box for all your fan mail needs, as well as these social media links are all down below for the groups and all that stuff. Once again, thanks for watching this here vlog, and as always, comment, subscribe, and enjoy.